look at all these people. What do they need in their lives? Some excitement, a little magic.
And you think you can deliver that?
Magic.
Thespis, are you acting in another play?
Cassandra.
他们认识啊？
Aristophanes'
这人是谁啊？我没什么印象。
And my friend too. I'd be nowhere without your support.
I suppose if I hadn't carried you out, you might still be in that tavern.
On the floor.
Thespis had this brilliant idea
我懂了，
to
是
put
那
on a
个
play in this town.
呃
He's got a reputation
话
as
剧
a
啊，
great actor, so I thought
喜
this
剧
could
吗
be a？ huge
原本是要
success. I'm beginning to
揭露
think
那
I
个
thought
什么
wrong.
No, no.
那个谁啊
Everything is，
雅
under
典
control.
里面有个议
You
员嘛
keep，an eye on the ticket sales, my darling Rodanthi, and my friend Cassandra will take care of everything else.
I promise you, I know nothing about theater.
Don't be so modest. You'll be known as the hero who made Leonidas and his 300 Spartans
剧
the
作
play of the century.
The play is about King Leonidas. You know, my family...
Your family can come, of course. I'm sure they'll be proud to see you. Just help me tell that glorious hero's tale.
I'll help Thespis put on the play. The story of Leonidas must have its due.
Very well then. I expect you to deliver.
So what do you need done?
Bring wine. Not for me, for our audience.
So you think the audience won't listen to the tale of Leonidas unless they're drunk?
They won't be drunk, just appreciative.
Where are you keeping the...
Well, I had wine, but then the...
Then I'll have... If we... I'll...
他说是在一个指挥官的地方吗？在哪里呀？诶？哦，这边。哇，其实有点远。这个是什么？一般的酒跟优雅的酒有什么差别啊？啊，两个不是一样吗？靠，马嘞！哦，来了。一般的酒跟优雅的酒，酒是有多优雅，你尝不出来。
There is the stables. The wine in there should be good enough for horses, at least. That's the wine Thespis wanted me to bring for the audience. It doesn't smell great, but it should be reasonable.
哎，什么？哦，搬走啊！可以骑马吗？不行。就扔的，这样子的话，等一下哦，哦，找他嘛。
Wonderful! Our guests will be in a fantastic mood before the play even starts.
I sampled the wine. It's not vinegar, at least. Maybe I can offer some discounted tickets in the poorer parts of town.
So, when will I be able to see this play?
Well, there's a little complication with the cast. Finding them, I mean.
You've lost your actors?
None of them showed up at the last rehearsal. And the time before that, they seemed terribly discouraged. Someone might have been too harsh with them.
No one will get paid if they don't come back.
Exactly. There's 3 of them in all. They're playing Ephialtes, Xerxes, and the Ennikis. I can give you an idea of where they might be.
So, who's playing Leonidas?
I am, of course. I trust no one but myself to carry the starring role.
自导自演哎。
I hope the actors turn up.
So yes, Xerxes should be sniffing around the Despontian ruins.
Got it.
The Ennikis is probably in over his head, gambling in the great square here.
Understood.
My friend Tros is playing Ephialtes. He's suddenly devout, so he's gone to pray at the Spring of Piera.
No problem.
When you find our actors, send them back to me. And do your best to encourage them. Our performance will be terrible if the actors' hearts aren't in it.
And that means no one will pay us. Got it. Ella. Yeah!
哇，其实有点距离。
This is terrible. I'm really going to need a Leonidas to get out of this mess.
Are you playing the Ennikis for Thespis?
I was, but now I can't. I lost all I had gambling with the commander. Now he says I'm his slave until I pay off the debt. I'll be working for him for years.
Let's settle this debt.
Oh, thank you. The commander is right over there.
哎，他怎么是同一个人啊？
You want to play another game? So glad you brought
这张脸，
No, well,
不就是上一个任务的将军吗？
I think it's time you let him leave.
What's the play?
Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. This man plays the Ennikis, Leonidas' lieutenant.
Ah, a good military play. We need more of those on the stage. Of course, it would be best if they cast real soldiers instead of namby-pamby actors.
I'm not. Oh, never mind.
So here is how it is, Misthios. This Malakas owes me a debt that he's paying off with service. Do you intend to take his place?
我帮还债。
Let's make a deal. My services as a Misthios against his debt.
Works for me. My soldiers used to be stationed at the stable of Aegeas. We've relocated since then, but left behind a good luck charm by mistake. Bring it back, and we'll call this even.
Is that all? I'll be back before you know it.
什么东西啊？这个信誉该不会也是很夸张的东西吧？有多夸张嘞？啊，无法超越。好。 靠！怎么有猪啊？哦，这个啦，在2楼啦，楼下还有几头猪哎，在那边巡逻。
I found that good luck charm you mentioned, and the wolves you didn't.
Which I'm sure were no problem for
对，还有狼
misfits
啦
like you. Now,
在半路上
give
遇
me
到
back
2
my
匹
sword.
狼。
You never said this was a sword.
The best kind of luck is a fine blade. Hand it over.
Here you go. I take it we're even?
Yes. This will cover his debt. Now both of you get out of my sight.
We should leave. Follow me.
Do you think that commander will really leave me alone?
Maybe he won't. But if you're playing the Anikis, you must be ready to defend yourself. A Spartan doesn't cower at home just because he has enemies.
But I'm only a Spartan in a play.
Do you want to convince your audience or not? The Anikis had to live with the fear of being killed every day. Why should it be different for you?
I see. Knowing that commander could show up at my home any day with 12 men and set spears at my throat, that fear will inform my character. Thank you!
You're welcome. Now, get back to Thespis for rehearsals.
好吧，我们看下一个，有3个，完成1个了。树大招疯，那个疯还是疯子的疯哎，完蛋了。等一下哦，绕远路啦，然后把那2个睡觉干掉。哇！靠腰，底下！哇！他饰演什么啊？薛西斯吗？啊，果然。
Let's get out of here.
他饰演薛西斯啊。好。
Thank you. I don't think I could have
可
survived
是他的
much
名字也是
longer.
薛西斯
Why
哎
were。those Malakias keeping you prisoner?
They were raving, convinced I'm the villains at play. They wanted me to lead them into a dark ceremony and tortured me to recite their spells.
Nothing was enough.
You're safe now.
I am, but the witch has plans to harm the citizens of Elise. She says they wronged her, so she poisoned the shipment of supplies for the city.
I'll have to destroy those supplies before they get there.
But now that she knows you're here, she'll leave her hiding place and flee into the wilderness. No one will be safe if she escapes.
I can't let that witch escape. Who knows what she'll do next?
击败女巫。哦，山上。他下来了。
That witch is dead. Thanks, Zeus.
与演员交谈。怎么跑那么远啊？
That horrible witch won't hurt anyone ever again.
Oh, thank you. That delusional hag turned her followers against me. But now that she's dead, I should be fine. Right?
You'll be fine. You should go on and play your part knowing Xerxes is safe.
You're right. Xerxes was sure of himself. A god amongst men.
神一般的
I
存
should
在
be。as confident as him.
I'm glad you see it that way. You should get back to Thespis.
I will. And thank you. Xerxes will rule at last.
Happy to have helped, Your Majesty.
Hello. Have you come to learn about the mysteries of Hedony?
Sure, I'd like to know. Let's start with... what's Hedony?
Hedony is the goddess of bliss, and since we all seek bliss, we are all Hedony.
I'm not seeking bliss. I'm seeking an actor.
We have no actors here, only teachers and students.
Look, his name is Tros. He's an actor working for Thespis.
I recall hearing that an actor joined us, but now his name is Hedony. Like mine, everyone here is Hedony.
Just give me a straight answer. I need to find that actor.
I'm sorry. I'm the only one permitted to speak with outsiders. But if you pass our initiation, others will speak with you too.
Fine. Initiate me, Hedony. What do I have to do?
Wonderful. You must complete 2 tasks to demonstrate your devotion. First, climb to the top of the waterfall of eternal joy and dive into the froth of fantasy.
Right. And then what?
Then, explore the cave of deepest self-knowledge and return with the treasure you'll find inside.
Waterfall dive, cave treasure. Got it.
哪里啊？哦，那边。从瀑布跳下来，其实还好啊。这不就是信仰之跃吗？最基本的那种动作吗？
This is the waterfall. Now to pick a good spot and jump.
Yeah. 探索宝藏，洞穴在哪里啊？上面吗？哦，这边的、啊。 吉耶拉之泉。
Ha! That must be the cave with the treasure inside.
下面吗？哎，靠！这怎么不能捡啊？哎，这也不能捡。哎，叫，哦，他帮我标记好了。
That's what I'm looking for.
羽毛。哎，等，这边那个矿石，那矿石比较珍贵啦，很少遇到。
You have initiated yourself. Welcome to the mysteries of Hidoni. Hidoni, go talk with your brothers and sisters. They'll be happy to meet you.
I'll go speak with them now. Hello. Are you Tros, the actor?
You must be new. There are no actors here. Our only...
You sound like you know something about the theater.
I wouldn't say I know much about it. I might have studied a little Aristophanes, a little Euripides. Medea was robbed, you know.
Huh?
I'm going to
等一
speak
下，我
with
先
some more Hidoni.
去询问一下其他的名字。
Hello. I'm looking.
Oh, an actor. I'd love to be an actor.
That's wise advice. Hello.
Well, none of us use our old names here, but acting, I know about that. Make the audience laugh when they want to laugh, and...
And how would you make an audience laugh?
Well, I'd probably slip and fall on
阳
a piece
膀
of
胱
goat's bladder. Works every time.
让自己滑倒。
And to make them cry?
I tell them about how much I miss my poor dead goat. And if that didn't work, I cut an eye.
他也不是吧？
Thanks for your...
We should use...
我完全笑不出来，就苦笑。
Here.
I...
Good. Otherwise, Thespis is terrible at choosing actors. Are you Tros? I'm looking...
What? I had nearly reached the 3rd level of Hidoni's godly bliss.
You get on with that.
好啦，我猜是这一位啦，他比较像哦。他连那个人的名字都讲出来了。
Again, Hidoni.
If you aren't the actor Tros, you're certainly good enough to be him. Come act in Thespis' play.
I'd like to help you, Hidoni. But I need to stay here. Work on my enlightenment. All right?
Enlightenment is hard. The gods don't make things easy for us. If you truly want to follow their path, you have to challenge yourself. If you stay here and rot, you'll be a failure.
That's harsh, but you're right. If I don't go out in the world, is my faith in Hidoni really true? Only one way to find out, and that's on the stage.
Good. Now go report to Thespis at Pelops Market in Elis. And get on with your rehearsals, Hidoni. I mean, Ephialtes.
终于啊，然后好戏登场。
Cassandra, my muse, my helper, the one who saves my posterior.
哇，还要做一个忙
your
啊！
assistance one last time.
You've got all your actors, Thespis. Your audience is sated, so what's the problem now?
Leonidas himself is the problem. Picture it. I was rehearsing a monologue, brandishing my shield, encouraging my soldiers. Come back with your shield! Or under it!
I believe that's with your shield or on it.
No, I'm sure it's under it. But just as I gestured with my shield, I slammed it into my toe.
Huh?
And now I can barely stand, let alone act.
It's a shame you have to cancel the play after so much work, Thespis.
他挥剑挥到脚趾啊，然后站不起来了，脚受伤了吗？
The show must go on. My Leonidas is right in front of me.
What? Me? I'm no actor.
And I'm no general, but on stage I am. Think of it. You could bring the great man's memory back to life. He could live again through you.
It's my destiny. I'll play Leonidas.
Excellent. So, let's do a quick run-through of your lines. You already heard the first part. Come back with your shield, or under it.
On it.
The next part is directed at Xerxes. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods in wine!
I'm pretty sure Leonidas said, drench the gods with their blood.
I know what I wrote. Finally, when you confront the traitor, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Tomorrow is a day the world will remember. Leonidas battled for all of Hellas and its freedom, not just Sparta.
I'm sure you'll get it right. If you like, go rehearse with the rest of the cast. But if you feel ready, to the stage with
卡珊卓想要讲他说的话。
I'll go rehearse with my fellow actors first.
哎
Do you need
等一下，先彩排一下啊。
All right. Good to see you back, Hidoni. I've taken your words to heart. I will spread the good word of Hidoni to these glorious...
Good to hear it.
So, I'm Ephialtes the traitor.
哦，他是叛徒那个。
So clever for betraying you and the Spartans. Then you say today was a day the Persians
背叛了斯巴达人，然后投靠波斯
will
人。
never
那个畸形儿童啊。
Why would Thespis write that? Leonidas was a king himself. He wanted the whole world to remember what he did.
It's a work of art.
So good to see you. I'm
紧
sure
张的
you'll
女
make
人
a great
他连名字都没有。
Seeing as you took care of that commander, so
利欧尼达斯旁边的那个副官
It
嘛。
was nothing.
So in our scene, I'll ask you to advise the troops. Then you answer, come back with your shield or under it.
I'm sure every Spartan general says on it.
That's what Thespis wrote.
哇，这样能抉择他是要我说什么啊？上面还是下面啊？
You're back. Good. Your word stuck with me, Misthios. The public will fear and admire my Xerxes.
I'm glad I could inspire you.
As King Xerxes, I'll insult you and the Spartans, the usual. So you reply, the Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we all drench the gods with wine.
I know Thespis loves his wine, but Leonidas said he'd drench the gods with blood.
He's the director. I'm sure you can make his lines work.
好吧。
Do you need to rehearse more? Or are you ready to be Leonidas?
I'm ready. Let's start the play.
Welcome to our play! The heroic tale of King Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. Behold, your Leonidas.
Thank you for being here. Remember that Leonidas was not only a king of Sparta, but the savior of all Greeks.
I am the Anikis, lieutenant of the great Leonidas. I will serve him until Hades himself comes to claim him. My commander, my king, we are outnumbered and outmaneuvered. What can I do to help?
What does the Spartan general have to say to his right-hand man?
带着你的盾牌。
Come back with your shield, or under it.
他们是高兴还是反对啊？
I am Xerxes, king of the Persians. Your puny god means nothing to me. Kneel before my immortal self.
说真的啦，300多人跑跑去了，我只看到3个人在上面而已。
How will Leonidas reply to his mortal enemy, Xerxes?
The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with their blood.
I'm Ephialtes, exile and traitor. I'll bring doom to the Spartan army by revealing a secret goat path to the Persians. The Spartans won't stand a chance. I have defeated your plans, Leonidas. What will you do now, fool?
The traitor dares talk back to his king! What will Leonidas say to that?
是人跟猪王。
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the world will remember.
Great job, my friend. Enjoy the crowd's reaction, because I don't think Thespis will be happy you went off script.
脱稿演出，
I can take care of him.
那没办法啊，观众想看啊。
I can't believe it. You ruined my perfect script.
Didn't you hear the crowd? They wanted to hear the real story of Leonidas. I should know. He was my grandfather.
You never stop performing. I love that. You almost had me convinced, you joker. Here.
哇，他不相信。
Thanks. Maybe I'm more of an actor than I thought.